Well, my dear companions, welcome back to probably the last part of Doki Doki Blue Skies. The sounds of my alarm rouses me back to consciousness. Last episode was intense. It was intense, not gonna lie. Normally, I'd be a little grumpy at the thought of yet another early start for school, but not today. Thinking about the Valentine's weekend Yuri and I spent with each other. Yeah, it was intense and demonetized, probably. It really couldn't have ended any better. Waking up to her, okay, yeah, on Sunday, with neither of us clothed. I blush as I hop out of bed. Now that we've taken our relationship to the next level, I wonder when's the next occasion gonna be. Flashes of Yuri's body flickered through my mind. Man, yeah, I really am the luckiest guy alive. With a grin, I complete the rest of my morning routine and head to school. Looks like the weather is emulating my feelings. It's uncharacteristically warm today, and the nasty grey skies of winter are nowhere to be seen. Can't complain. Morning, Salsa. What's up? Just thought I'd let you know that I won't be in school. I'm kind of cold. That sucks. You don't need anything to do. You don't need anything, do you? Like any medicine? No, I'll be okay. Thank you for asking, though. You sure? I really wouldn't mind coming over after school. Positive. I'll let you know if I feel any better. As I said, I've been trying this whole game to get the good ending, so hopefully we get that. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Love you, Salsisu. Love you too, Yuri. Speak soon. Yeah. I'm curious though. I've really turned into a lovesick puppy, haven't I? Yep. I smile as I shake my head and carry on walking. But still, where is Sayori though? And that's the end of today's lesson, everyone. Such a shame to end it on such an interesting note. I don't suppose anyone would rather learn about the relationship between Hitler and Mussolini instead of stuffing their faces with delicious food. His own stomach rumbles, causing the class to laugh. Well, I hope no one would, because I'm really hungry. Until next time, guys. I stand up and make my way over to the door. Oh man, I bet the others will tease me about Valentine's Day too. I'm pretty sure the only ones in the club will be Monica and Natsuki. Totally forgot about that. Sayori is here. Okay. I step foot inside. Monica is typing something on her laptop while attempting to eat, while Sayori is wholly engrossed in her food. Holy. Holy. On the other hand, Natsuki doesn't seem to have any food in front of her. We know why, and is instead focusing on what looks like yet another shoujo manga. Morning, guys. It's warm today, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Sayori looks glad though. I'm glad. Yeah, it is. I have to say, it's a huge relief because tennis practices aren't nearly as enjoyable when it's freezing outside. Just think that this whole game, this whole mod has been so long, and this is just the Yuri route, just a good ending of the Yuri route. Then it's a bad ending, then we have also good and bad endings for Sayori and Natsuki too, so yeah. You still play tennis in winter? You're so dedicated, Monica. More like crazy. You'd be amazed how often those two traits coincide. Yeah. As I pull out my food and begin eating, Monica closes her laptop lid and puts the machine into a bag it fits snugly into. Is Yuri not with you today? Now she said she wasn't feeling very well today. Natsuki mumbles something under her breath that sounds suspiciously like morning sickness. Yeah, probably best to act like I didn't hear. Yeah, exactly. What's wrong? Is it the flu? No, some kind of bug. I offered to go and see her after school, but she said she'd be okay. You know, that's probably for the best. What do you mean? I mean, you two already spent a lot of time with each other. I think it's good to spend some time apart too. I mean, if you are in a relationship, and I think it's important to be able to spend time with yourself or with other people too, and not just always 24/7 spend it with another person. I think it's important to be able to have alone time too, you know? I'm guessing you guys already spent Valentine's weekend with each other too. Of course, it's nice to spend time with your partner, but it's also healthy to take a break, don't you think? It is. I hadn't really thought about it like that. Guess you're right. Just a bit worried, that's all. Monica laughs softly. Zalza, just a little bug. I'm sure he's going to be fine. She's not a little child that you constantly have to look after. Get it. It's sweet that you're concerned, though. Yeah, Natsuki mustn't be looking at my expression because she suddenly pipes up. If it makes you feel any better, I'll go and check up on her. Looks down at the floor, looking like she's struggling with her words. I mean, she's my friend too. That's good, that's good. A grin. Natsuki has always been someone who's really bad at hiding her true feelings. You're worried about her too, aren't you? No! Yes. Well, we're getting a bit closer, so she... I just thought she'd appreciate if I went to see her, if she was alright, okay? Aw, look at you looking out for Yuri so much. So cute. Yeah, Natsuki doesn't like to hear things that she's cute, or things she does are cute. Seeing on the look on Natsuki's face, Monica hastily interjects. I think what Sayori really means is that it's really nice to see you two bonding as well as of late. It looks like you both put aside your differences, and it's great to see. God, you guys make everything so sentimental and awkward. Sorry, Natsuki. Anyway, seeing as Yuri isn't here today, there's not much point in sharing poems for our club meeting. Instead, why don't we try writing one instead? Something new? I'm okay with that. What about the poems we've already written, though? We can share that with when Yuri's back. Yeah, we'd all get more feedback the way too. Guess that can work. And let's get some healthy dose of water. No complaints here. I figured you'd say that, Salsa. I had a hunch you were slightly preoccupied over the weekend and weren't able to write a poem. No idea what you're talking about. Well, have you written a poem? What a mystery. We'll all be taken to our grace. Monica doesn't look particularly convinced, but thankfully the bell rings, sparing me of any further interrogation. As we pack away our things and prepare to head back our homeroom classes, an idea comes to mind. I think Yuri would really appreciate if I wrote her a poem for her. Yeah, that'd be a great little romantic gesture. Let's just get through the rest of the day. With my final lesson over, I make my way back to the clubroom, eager to test my poetics abilities. I've really changed, haven't I? I didn't mind writing poems back in September, but now I'm so eager to do it. Well, it's hardly a bad thing. Once again, I'm the last one in. As I settle into a desk, Monica clears her throat and addresses everyone in the room. Okay, everyone. Isn't really much for me to say. After all, you know what you're meant to be doing, so feel free to start. By all means, feel free to collaborate with each other if you want to. I figured this would be a great way to get some insight in how you guys write poems. Way to put us under pressure, Monica. Sorry, I just see what you can come up with. If you want to finish it at home, that's fine. I just didn't want to waste the session, and I figured something new might be appreciated. Yeah, exactly. It's okay, Monica. Come on, Natsuki, let's work together and see what we can come up with. She leads her away as I reach into my bag. As I'm pulling out my writing materials, I pause. is a note that I received on Valentine's Day. Forgot about what note? Oh yeah, from the locker. As I said before, I think it's from Sayori. I'm pretty sure it's from Sayori. What would I do about it? Even though I'm not more than happy with Yuri, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little curious of whom the sender is. It's Sayori. It's Sayori. Looking around, it seems that Sayori and Natsuki are busy. Well, at least Sayori is, as she's animatedly chattering away while Natsuki looks like she's pretending to listen. Monika doesn't look preoccupied with something for a change, so we're gonna ask her. Okay. Okay. What's up, Salsa? I lower my voice and shift my chair so I'm a little closer to Monika. This prompts her to raise her eyebrows, an understandable response, yeah. Listen, can I ask you something? Something confidential, I assume? She discreetly nods at the other two girls. I nod my head and show her the now crumpled note. I found this envelope in my locker on Valentine's Day. You're asking me if I know who it is from? What? How did you guess? Well, it's either that or you're going to ask if I sent it, and I think we both know that the answer to do we? Though her tone is dry, I can faintly detect the humor in her voice. I sometimes forget how much Monika likes to tease people. So, any ideas? You tell me, Salazar? I blink at her. What's that supposed to mean? In other words, I'm asking if you have any idea yourselves. Well, it has to be from someone I know. I can't imagine it's from any of my classmates. I honestly couldn't imagine it coming from Natsuki, and you obviously haven't, so... Yes, my eyes wander over to the back of Sayori's head. Monika must have been following while I'm looking as she nods. Looks like you don't really need my detective skills after all. But Sayori? I friend-zoned her many years ago. Did you also receive friendship chocolate from her? Yes, but it's just that friendship chocolate, right? Monika stares at me for a moment, and somehow I get the feeling she's doing her best not to roll her eyes. I don't know, we are so dense. We are so dense. It's just weird to think of Sayori in that sense. We've also been good friends, just kind of weird to imagine us being anything more than that. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way, Salsa. Besides, you're happy with Yuri now anyway. I guess I just kind of feel bad for Sayori, you know? But there's nothing to say that you can't spend time with her as friends. It's difficult if one of the persons has feelings, you know? It would be so interesting to check out Sayori's routes and Natsuki's routes, but I won't do that on camera at least. I want you to check out the game yourself, this mod yourself if you want to. I know that she's probably really appreciate that. Especially since we've stopped walking to school together. Yeah, we don't really hang out with her anymore, at all. A horrible feeling of guilt flushed through my body. You're right. Thanks, Monika. It's okay. Now, haven't you gotten a poem to be getting on with? Yeah, for sure. Guess I'll get started. At some time, Monika stands up and addresses everyone once more. Okay, everyone. I think that's all the time we have for today. How are all the poems coming along? I glance down at mine. I'm very happy with it. Although I'm not entirely sure how Yuri would perceive it. After all, she does have quite high standards. Yeah, it's difficult.
Pretty good. I think I'll finish the rest at home. Same here.
Mine's actually finished. Looks like everyone's in the same boat then. We can sort out when to share the poems tomorrow, because I've really got to dash. I'll see you guys tomorrow. After swiftly packing up away her things, Monika zooms out of the door with the velocity of a bullet. Me and the other two girls also start packing up, and before long we're good to go. While writing in my poem, I've decided that I wanted to walk with Sayori home. Yes, but surprisingly, she's already gone. Natsuki is the only one left, and she's awkwardly hovering. What is Natsuki up to?
Gonna be much longer?
No, sorry. Guess I've been a little too lost in thought. I swiftly pack up my stuff and join Natsuki in the corridor. You're gonna go check up on Yuri? She nods. Sounds good, let me know how she's doing, okay?
Jeez, do you get paid to worry or something?
It sounds like it sometimes. I start to laugh, but the memory of the cuts on Yuri's arm suddenly comes flooding back. Laugh turns more into a wince. Natsuki looks at me curiously. Yeah, probably. See you tomorrow. Natsuki still looks a little suspicious, but doesn't say anything. And let's save the game so we don't mess anything up. And it's a last empty slot of the save files. It's been a couple of hours since I got home, enough time for me to have finished my homework. With nothing left to do, I'm flopped on the sofa and browsing some anime. It was a long time since I watched some anime. I really miss it, but I don't really have time nowadays. As I catch up on my favorite series, my mind drifts off over to Yuri's house. I wonder how Natsuki is faring at the moment. It's a little strange how she's the one who went over and not me, but then again I suppose it's a good thing. It's a good thing that they're clearly getting along better these days. I guess Yuri will tell me about it later. My mind also keeps focusing on a Valentine's note, along with Monika's words. If it's really from Sayori, then she likes me? The note didn't exactly say that, though. I'm happy if you're happy. Yeah. We broke her heart. We broke her heart. What does that mean? Yeah. Think again. If she does indeed have feelings, then could that water damage actually be from tears? Yes, it's not that difficult to think. Or is this just my overactive imagination? Still, no matter what's going on, I really should spend more time with Sayori. Explaining it to Yuri might be a bit tricky though. No, I don't think so. I mean, you're friends with Sayori. You can just hang out with her, of course. Don't really want her knowing that Sayori might have feelings for me. Yeah, that might be a tricky part though. Thinking about it, I could just say that I haven't spent much time with Sayori recently. Nothing dishonest about that, and besides, I'd never do anything to betray Yuri's trust. That's a good idea. Yuri really has a habit of ringing me when I'm thinking about her, doesn't she? Hey Yuri, how you feeling?
A little better, thanks.
Is Natsuki over?
Yes, she is. I had to admit I was a little surprised.
Yeah, she mentioned that she was going to get you some... She's going to come see you at lunchtime. I didn't see it coming either. But it's good to see that you two are getting on so well these days.
I agree. This is a far cry from how we used to be.
Yeah, really, really. I don't know if this is a strange thing to say, but I wish she were in my classes at school. Well, it's only natural that you'd want to be able to talk with your friends in class.
I suppose so. It's just a bit surreal, having a close friend like her. Although, if I'm being honest, as nice as it is to have her around, I wish it was you who was looking after me, not her.
But you're the one who said I didn't have to come over when you rang in the morning.
I know. Sorry, I'm just being weird again.
She wanted us to come over, but she said the opposite. That is so difficult sometimes. You sure you don't want to talk about it?
Well, alright. I just feel warm and secure when I think about being with you. But I don't want to be clingy or obsessive, only I don't really know where the proper boundaries should be. There must be something wrong with me. I may like having personal space, but at the same time I want to stay by your side.
That's only natural. You want both of those things. Honestly, I don't think it's that strange to feel that way. I mean, aren't couples supposed to be lovey-dovey and attached at the hip and all that? That is true, isn't it? I obviously don't have much experience with relationships, but that's how it always seems from movies and stuff. Don't look at it how it's in the movies. It's relationships and such are not at all how they are in the movies. Not at all. Although, now that I think about it, uh, movies probably aren't the best sort. Exactly. Of course. It's good to keep our independence and maintain some personal space at least. But I guess it's almost a matter of how we each express our individual love languages. Personally, I rather enjoy my personal downtime, but somehow I don't think I should bring that up right now. Yeah. At any rate, we're still in the honeymoon phase of our relationship, right? Exactly. Right, of course. Sorry, I'm just being really silly at the moment. I hear her take a deep breath. Don't worry about it, seriously. What did you and the others get up to during the club meeting today? Yuri's behavior is still a bit suspicious, but I decided to let it go. This isn't really a conversation to be having over the phone. Not much, we decided to write poems instead of sharing them, so it was pretty quiet. Oh, well, I look forward to reading your latest poem then. Any idea when that would be? I'm actually feeling a lot better, so most likely tomorrow or the day after. I don't want to jinx anything just yet. I really hope it's just. I really hope she's just ill and not doing her racer thing. Fair enough. I think you really like this one, so I hope. Oh, why is that? I have to wait and see. A man of mystery. Yeah, it's an awkward moment of silence. Anyway, Natsuki is insisting that I get some proper rest, so I should probably get some more sleep before she gets angry. Yeah. I'll speak to you soon, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, okay? Love you, Salsa. Love you too, Yuri. Get some rest. Call ends, and I slip my phone back into my pocket. There's no denying that Yuri does sound a little obsessive. But, I mean, it's a really new experience for her as well, so of course. Is it anything to be concerned over? I don't think so. Sure, it's good to spend time away from your partner, but I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't disappointed over the fact that it's Natsuki and not me who's taking care of her. Well, it's too late to see Yuri now anyway, plus Nurse Natsuki is there, so there's not much point thinking about it. Clingy or not, for someone who struggles with acceptance, both from herself and from others. I suppose she's doing well. With a shrug, I turn back to the television screen and immerse myself once more in the colorful world of anime. Oh, okay, that was a short one. This might be a super long video too, by the way, but I want to try to make this last one. We'll see. Let's save. Why is it that the scariest nightmares are always the ones where you fail out of school? Some might say that it's a bad omen, especially since final season is fast approaching. It takes so much effort to study though. You know what, I'm just gonna not think about it. Although, I feel like I'm forgetting something exceedingly important. This isn't going to something like... Some of the grammar in this game is a bit weird. This isn't going to something like me forgetting to walk to school with Sayori again, is it? Oh well, might as well get ready for the day while I mull over my forgetfulness. As I sit on the toilet and scroll through my read it feed, I suddenly hear the telltale bells of a text message. Hey guys, don't forget, we have our study group in an hour, so hope you're all awake. The study group, yes! That was what, what a great host I am, offering up my house for the study session and then forgetting all about it. I offer up a silent thanks to Monica and her dependability. Guess I'd better get off the toilet and clean up the house before Natsuki complains my ears off. It looks clean enough. It looks exactly the same as before. Why do I always leave the cleaning until the last minute? I feel like I've been in this situation multiple times before. You'd have thought that I'd learned my lesson by now, and I haven't eaten breakfast yet too. As if on cue, my stomach gives a forlorn gurgle. Sorry about what societal expectations and politeness take precedent over survival. Maybe I'll have enough time for a quick bite of toast. Nope. I think it's Natsuki. Judging by the politeness of the it's either Yuri or Monica. Coming! It's Yuri.
Salsa, hello.
First one here, huh? I can't say that I didn't expect it though. You're a whole 10 minutes early.
Well, I wasn't doing much of anything, so I decided that I might as well come over. So, you're not ready?
No, you're good. Feel free to come in. I'm actually surprised that the Monica isn't early too. As I usher Yuri into my house, a familiar sounding voice shouts out from the direction of the street.
Wait up, hold the door.
Looks like I spoke too soon. Monica jogs over to us and waves hello, brushing the bangs out of her eyes. I would have known that you were going to beat me here, Yuri.
I do like to be punctual.
A little more than punctual, don't you think? All in good faith. Obviously, I'm quite early too, so I'm not one to talk. I mean, punctuality is a good trait to have, isn't it? It is. It is. When in meetings and in school and such, I always come like 10 minutes before the specific time. Yep. Well, I feel like it shows that you value others' time when you're punctual. Exactly. I evidently need to work on keeping track of time more myself. Anyway, are we going to stand here talking until the others show up, or... Alright, let's head inside.
So what's on our schedule for today?
Schedule? Aren't we just gonna study? We need kind of a study schedule.
Well, yes, but shouldn't we discuss how we're going to study and organize ourselves a bit?
I mean, aren't we just going to read and do problem sets? But yeah, but we need to... Oh my god. We need to have a schedule. But we're not all going to study studying the same subject at the same time, right? Well, here are the other girls. Hey guys, did you coordinate this or something?
Nah, we just happened to see each other on the way here. Hi Sansar, we're not late, are we?
No, you guys are right on time. Yuri and Monica just early as usual. Now that everyone's here though, we can get started. With that, Natsuki and Sayori follow me to the living room. After swapping hellos, we all settle down on the living room sofas. It's nice to see all the girls here in this setting.
So what are we going to do at first? Elsa, Monica and I had actually been discussing that right before you two joined us.
We were talking about some kind of an agenda.
You really need something like that? All we're gonna do is study.
That's what I asked, but we need some kind of agenda. We really do. It'd still be helpful to plan out what you're going to study though, in my opinion. We do have around 5 subjects to study, so we should plan out accordingly. Do you guys plan out your studying?
Nope. Me neither. I just study for exams in the order they're coming in, like a week beforehand.
That's risky. That's super risky.
Me too. Well, I kinda crammed it.
Of course she does. Monica looks over desperately at Yuri.
I study in a more organized manner myself. It helps me stay on track when I'm going over subjects that I don't like as much.
Thank you.
As the top two students in this group, I'd say that both of me and Yuri's studying habits take precedent over yours.
That was a bit harsh to say. What? Top two students? I mean, I guess it's true, but still.
It means that we are going to whip you guys into shape, right, Yuri? I suppose so. Could I ask what that entails first? I just mean that we're going to help everyone stay focused.
That means no romantic cuddles between you and Salazar, too.
I wasn't even thinking of.
Jeez, Monica, who do you think we are? Only joking.
Anyway, should we focus on the subjects we're weakest in first? We're going to be here for a few hours, so we likely won't be able to study every single subject we have. And once we're all together, we should probably study material that we can ask each other for help on.
Yes.
After all, we could all probably study our strongest subjects quite easily on our own.
True, of course.
It's a great idea.
Yep, although what happens if I'm weak in all my subjects?
Oh, Sayori.
Sayori, try not to be so hard on yourself. After all, you're definitely good with literature at least.
Yeah, you probably do fine in your classes. If anything, it's Salazar who has to worry.
Hey, I'll have you know that I aced some of my tests before.
I don't think any of us need help studying literature though.
I guess none of us are going to be studying Japanese unless someone here needs help with grammar. Nah, my worst subjects are science and history.
Really? I'll be able to help you with history, but I'm gonna work on math first myself.
I'm strong in history and science as well, so feel free to ask me any questions too. Although math, well, there are more enjoyable subjects to say the least.
You two are in luck, because math is one of my strongest areas. Of course it is. I think all subjects are Monica's strongest areas.
Could you add one more to the group? I'm kind of bad at math and science.
No problem. Aren't you good at English, Sayori?
I'm okay at that.
Nice, and you can help me with that too. The grammar always gets me. The English grammar is more difficult than the Japanese grammar. What?
I believe that everyone's sorted out then. Well, we all know that what we're gonna study now, I think.
Can't believe we're actually doing this. Guess it's good that we aren't being forced to study either earlier though.
That's the spirit. I nearly forgot, is anyone thirsty or hungry? I could get us all snacks and drinks and stuff to help us power through this.
If it's not too much of a bother, that'd be lovely. Actually, would you like...
I can help. We still have all the same kinds of snacks, I know. The perfect ones for each person.
That'd be great, thanks. Yuri, you gonna say something?
Oh, no, it's alright. We'll be waiting for you too then.
Let's hurry up then, Sayori. Good, we have some alone time with Sayori. That's good. Let's see, I'll grab the bottles of water while you grab the snacks, alright?
Sure, are you still in the same cupboards?
Yeah, but just leave them wherever Mom stuffs them when she comes back from her trips.
I haven't been in your house for so long, Salazar. It makes me feel really nostalgic.
She seems happy now though, but I wonder how much of it is fake. Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of feels like we're kids again, just for a moment.
I always had a hard time picking from the snacks you had.
It better not take an hour like the one time when...
You meanie, that was just because your mom bought a bunch of different flavors of my favorite gummies.
Man, you could have tried them all, you know.
didn't want to be rude or need everything.
Sayori sighs, shuffling some packages around on the shelves.
Looks like there's only one pack of gummies now.
That's probably because my mom noticed that you weren't coming over so often anymore. I always liked the chips and crackers more so. A slow silence creeps up over us. I don't know what to say. How am I supposed to address the huge elephant in the room of drifting away from Sayori again?
Salazar,
What's up?
you want to hang out with me tomorrow?
Ah,
Only if you're free, that's it, that is.
sure thing. Is there any reason why?
It's just for old time's sake.
Ah, I mentally facepalm. What does Sayori need to have? What does Sayori need to have a specific reason to hang out with her oldest friend now? Sayori, I'm sorry that I've been such a terrible friend to you.
Don't worry, it's only natural that you spend more time with your girlfriend. I wouldn't want to get in your way.
You'll always be my dearest friend, okay? Please don't ever forget that. I don't think that's enough though for Sayori. After all, you've been here since we were dumb little kids.
Thanks for the sentiments, Salazar. That's not exactly true now, is it?
Yeah. She suddenly swoops up the bag of gummies, a box of red bean pancakes and a package of rice crackers.
Come on, the others must be wondering why we're taking so long.
I'm left standing alone in the kitchen, crumbling over a water bottle in my hand. Why am I such an idiot? Of course she'd be able to see through my empty words. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm gonna be studying today. It'll help keep me from thinking about all the mistakes I've made. We're all lazing around at this point, having each settled into our own comfortable studying positions. Monica's laying down on the floor, silently doing readings, while popping an occasional cracker into her mouth. Meanwhile, Yuri is sitting primely on the sofa next to me, meticulously finishing problem after problem of math. Natsuki and Sayori are both sitting on the floor and working on the coffee table, sharing the bag. What? So they are not starting, really? I lean back and wince as a huge crack sounds from my neck. The pink-haired girl throws her hands up in the air.
Can't deal with this anymore. Why can't you deal with it anymore? The freaking Calvin cycle and Krebs cycle for photosynthesis and whatever.
Yeah, biology and chemistry. Love it though. Those are my favorite subjects. Hence I became a doctor, so... but yeah, they can be quite difficult to understand, of course.
Who cares about this stuff?
Your science teacher probably does.
Shut up! I'm not gonna be some kind of plant biologist when I'm older, so why do I need to know all the chemicals and how ATP is made and stuff?
To be honest, most of the times you won't if you're not in like a pure chemist or pure biologist who works on like cell level stuff, cellular science, and such things like that. But yeah, we all have to go through it. If it helps, I know some effective mnemonics devices that'll make memorizing those processes easier. Mnemonics are pretty amazing. If you're studying and have trouble remembering some things, mnemonics are really good. Like small, it can be like phrases or a couple of words or something like that helps you memorize stuff. For example, if you need to remember 10 words, you can make a single word out of the first letters of all those 10 words. Those things are what the mnemonics are. Look it up. Look it up. It's really good advice if you are studying.
Teach me them, I'll do anything to make this go by faster.
Natsuki hops up and jams herself between Yuri and me on the couch.
It's my notebook. Now how do I memorize it?
With a light laugh, Yuri proceeds to summarize the concepts for Natsuki.
Just listen without paying attention. It sounds like a million scientific terms that are spewing out of Yuri.
Oh, sorry, not her voice. Just listening without paying attention. It sounds like a million scientific terms are spewing out of Yuri's mouth. But listening more carefully, Yuri's actually explaining everything in a concise and elegant manner, seemingly addressing potential questions before they've even asked.
So, do you understand now? You've written down my mnemonics devices, right?
I think I get it. Let me try to explain it back to you to make sure.
That's also a good advice. If you're gonna study, try to both read the things you're gonna study, but also try to explain it to another one. Because that means, that can really shows if you got it or not. If you can explain it to another person, I think you got it. Natsuki rotely rattles over the material.
I'd say you're ready to move on now.
Seriously, thanks a bunch. You're a total lifesaver. You should be a teacher or something someday.
I think she would be a good teacher, though.
A teacher? I don't think I'm suited to dealing with so many people.
Well, maybe not a teacher, but how about the professor? Yeah. Like in a university. That way you could just lecture at students about stuff, and you'll just have to talk to students one at a time during office hours.
I suppose that would be more manageable, but I don't know.
Well, I guess you'll figure out what job you want when you're in university.
That reminds me, are you planning on heading there yourself?
To be honest, I don't know. I know that the smart thing to do would be to go to university and get some kind of degree so I can find a higher paying job. But I don't know what I want to do in university. Yeah. Maybe I'll just become a salary woman.
You'd want to work on an office job then?
Well, I wouldn't want to do it, but it's what it pays.
Oh. I mean, I guess she wouldn't have the money to go to university due to her father and such.
If we're talking about our dream jobs, well,
what is it?
It's kind of embarrassing now that I'm saying it. I really want to be a manga artist.
I think she can do it.
Weren't you drawing manga that one time?
Kinda. It's a hobby for now, but it'd be really nice if I could do it as a job.
What kind of manga would you create then? Romance stories?
Maybe. I do like drawing cute girls more than things like fight scenes. I don't know, it's really hard to break into the manga scene.
Yeah. All these kind of entertainment areas like manga, anime, movies, games, music are such tough areas to kind of try to break into.
And I'd probably make a better living as a secretary or something.
I think that you could do it. Well, you just seem really passionate about manga. If you're able to pour all those feelings into your work, I'm sure that you'd be able to draw and write something that could resonate with your audience.
I'm not a particularly a fan of romance stories myself, but if you ever published your own manga, I'd be sure to support it. They are adorable when they are friends. A bright smile lights up at Natsuki's face.
Although I read things beside shoujo manga too, you know.
Like what?
They are so adorable.
Actually, know a few really good thriller manga that I could recommend to you, or for you. Before you say anything, the art is super cool, like less cutesy and more realistic. Some of them are crazy amounts of gore even.
I see. You know what? I'd like to read them with you.
That is adorable.
Really? I didn't expect you to say yes.
Oh,
I guess this is part of the good ending.
But it's super cool that you're open to it. I'll bring a copy of them to the club next time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Natsuki suddenly looks over in my direction.
Jeez, can you be a little less obvious in eavesdropping, Salazar?
Shoot, I hadn't even realized that I was eavesdropping.
Well, you
are right next to me.
how nosy.
Man,
I feel like I've made enough progress for today at this point. I totally don't feel like studying anymore. What time is it anyway?
Around 6 p.m.
she needs to get home to her father.
Oh crap, seriously? How do you stay still for so long?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the snacks helped.
Monica stands up and stretches, arcing her back so that her ponytail dips low and nearly brushes the floor. Anyway, I was about to call it a day too. I'm sure we wouldn't want to impose on Salazar by staying for dinner, especially since he hasn't prepped for many dinner guests. Yeah, I think I'm beat too.
At least we had snacks to hold off our hunger. I am looking forward to dinner though.
Of course she is.
I'm sure we'll all feel this. We're all feeling the same.
You can all leave the snacks and stuff where they are. I'll take care of it later.
Are you sure? We wouldn't want to be in bother.
Yeah, it's only gonna take me like 5 minutes to deal with, so don't worry about it.
Okay, everyone, I guess that's that then.
Nice work today, everyone was super productive. Looks like Yuri and I may have some competition when it comes to our class rankings. Well, we'll see about that. Man, it feels like this was just one long club meeting now.
I suppose it was in a way.
We all get up and stretch too, following Monica's example. A few moments later, the club members have all said their goodbyes and shuffled out the door. Well, except for Yuri, who's lingering behind to give me a more personal goodbye.
I'm guessing that you're not used to studying this hard.
Well, I'll have to admit that I usually get distracted a lot more. But this time I had the rest of you pushing me to do well. You think we'll have another study session sometime?
Most likely. I think we're all able to help each other somewhat.
Monica's assistance with integration and infinite series was definitely invaluable. Not to mention the help that you provided in the sciences.
It was nothing.
Are you kidding me? You basically saved Natsuki's grade back there.
I think that you're exaggerating. But thank you for the compliment. Also, now that we've done a bit of studying now, would you like to take a break tomorrow and hang out?
Are we gonna have to choose? I just want to get the good ending. That's it.
I was thinking of seeing a film adaptation of one of the novels we discussed earlier.
Sorry, tomorrow? I already promised Sayori that I'd hang out with her.
This is Sayori. Oh, I see.
This might be a problem, Yuri being kind of jealous.
That does sound like more fun, doesn't it?
It's not about more fun, just we need to hang out with friends too. Hey, I grab Yuri's shoulders. I'd absolutely love to go out with you tomorrow. But what kind of person would I be if I broke promises left and right just to do that? I'm not making up an excuse so I don't have to go with you. It's just that we're generally unlucky with this schedule conflict.
Sorry, I know that. I shouldn't have said that. It's not your fault at all. I just blurted out passing intrusive thought. I never wanted to have to choose between me and one of your other friends.
You still have these intrusive thoughts? Often? Oh, Yuri, you should really look into therapy one more time.
Salsa, please.
Alright, I won't push you. Just remember that that's where I stand on it.
I will.
Have you been self-harming lately? Oh, wow, that's a question. Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable, but I just want to know if you're okay.
It's fine, Salsa. I'm not cutting myself as much as before. It's easy to ignore the urges when I can't concentrate on other things. Like today, for instance, I couldn't do it because I was studying with you all.
And that was the only reason why she didn't cut herself today.
Being with you has given me a lot more to think about.
Does this mean that it will be worse for her now that I won't be with her tomorrow?
It's not like it's all my fault, but I still can't help feeling this way.
Hey, I know that we won't be able to do anything tomorrow, but how about we plan ahead for something else? That way you can look forward to it when you're just thinking about random stuff.
Alright, what do you have in mind?
You want to have another date night on White Night?
Hey, I didn't think you were this much of a romantic.
But I do like to spoil my loved ones. I reach out and hold Yuri's hands in mine.
Were you thinking of a formal type of date, or?
Do you actually want to have a night in and cook a nice dinner together? That sounds really nice. We haven't done that in a while.
I'd love to.
Yuri leans in and gently kisses me on the cheek.
Thank you for making so much effort for me. You can't imagine how much I appreciate it.
Thank you for actually wanting to date a huge nerd like me. The mood lightens considerably as we giggle together. Anyway, would you like me to walk you home?
No thank you, I'm fine. Besides, you still have to clean up your living room.
Like I said, it'll only take a few minutes to clean up. None of you are particularly messy, so...
I see. Well, I do think that I can make it back home in one piece by myself.
That's nice. You see, all this about she being more brave, I think it's a good part. It's a good... I think we're going for the good ending. I wouldn't doubt it.
Goodbye then, Salsa.
She steps closer again, this time to give me a goodbye kiss. Before I know it, she's gone again, leaving only the faintest scent of jasmine and a lingering warmth of the kiss behind with me. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna make this longer. I'm gonna see if we can make this into one last video. We'll see. I guess you will see it in the title, but we'll see. Another day, another weekend. A yawn. There we go, I just had to cut the video there, sorry. Another day, another weekend. A yawn and stretch, glancing over the clock. 10:21 a.m., a little on the late side, nowadays at least. And it's a day I'll be spending with Sayori, yeah. My god, it really feels like another lifetime ago that we used to hang out together. If I'm totally honest, I'm a little nervous. No, don't be silly, Salsar. Sayori is still my friend, she isn't like that. You're acting like an idiot. With a sigh, I start my morning routine, wondering how the rest of the day will go. So now a little past noon and I'm just mindlessly passing time. Sayori and I didn't actually make any concrete plans, so we're going to have improvise a bit. For what I remember, she's not really much of a morning person, so I decided to give her a bit of time. That's nice. I think I've waited long enough though, so I decided to pull out my phone and shoot her a text. Hey Sayori, feel free to come over if you want.
Hey Salsar. Good timing, I'm just finished getting ready. I'll make my way over now.
Awesome. I put my phone away. In hindsight, I really should have thought of something for us to do. You guys hang out. Just like that, Sayori is over. Just the two of us. She looks happy though.
Not that what I said yesterday, but wow, do I feel so nostalgic coming over here again.
Yeah, she looks around.
Didn't really get a chance to focus on it because we were all studying, but nothing has really changed, has it? You still got that embarrassing baby photo over there.
Baby photo? He points toward a rather unflattering shot of me, still clad in a diaper and looking rather chubby. Glad to see you remember it. Laugh under my breath.
So, what are we going to do today?
Well, this was your idea, right? Kinda thought you'd have something planned. Nope.
I kinda thought the same, but for you.
Okay. I furrow my brow. What kind of logic is that? Doesn't make sense. It's not a whole lot to do here, but to be honest, whenever Yuri comes over, we typically just read and cut. Oh, don't say that.
I see.
Come on. We are such an idiot. Her expression drops for the tiniest of moments.
Sounds really cute. But obviously we can't really do that, so...
Well, she would love that. She would love to do that. It's an awkward pause. Oh my god. For God's sake, Salsa, say something. She's your childhood friend. Why don't we get to go to the park?
The one we used to go to as kids? That's a great idea. I feel kinda silly for not bringing it up myself.
Well, you always were a little slow, weren't you? I wink playfully and nudge her.
At least I wasn't a massive chicken around Halloween.
She stands triumphantly. Okay. Well played. We share a laugh and head for the door. It feels wonderful, if not a little foreign, to tease each other again. It makes it feel like nothing really changed between us. With spring drawing even closer, the frosty bite of winter feels less and less prevalent. It's still too cold for a shirt, but with a hoodie on, the temperature is pleasant. Sayori and I take a seat on a park bench and look up at the clouds. So tell me, Sayori, what's new in your life? I try to stay as nonchalant as possible, attempting to fight the guilt seeping into my voice. She giggles quietly.
You know, not much has changed. Same old, same old.
It's a little hard to discern her expression fully, as her eyes are firmly trained on the sky above. But I'm fairly certain I'm detecting some sadness. The rain clouds, here they come. I don't want to jump right in with questions though, so I opt for a more casual angle, hoping she'll talk more about herself if she feels comfortable. Honestly, I know that feeling too. Well, sort of. It's kinda hard to explain. On one hand, joining the literature club last semester, meeting everyone, it goes without saying that it had a big impact on my life. But at the same time, I feel like nothing's really changed. Maybe it's because despite new faces and stuff, I'm still in the same environment. Still waking up every morning for school, all that stuff. If that makes sense? The smile works its way onto her face.
You're sounding more and more like Yuri by the day.
Really?
I don't think you're ever used to be so reflective and analytical.
You're like the third person to tell me that. Yeah.
Sorry. Must be kinda annoying, right?
Not really. It's more eye-opening for anything, if anything. You know, how you can adopt your parents' traits.
Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I can only imagine.
She looks sadly up on the sky. Don't look for the rain clouds. Don't look for the rain clouds. No. Hey, Sayori. I'm sure there's someone out there for you. You're really likable, you know. She doesn't look convinced, so I press on. Oh my god. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to or allowed to give so many compliments to a female friend, but you're really sweet, and I know some guy out there is going to really value how kind and upbeat you are. It's so rare that you meet someone as selfless as you are. One day someone is going to cherish that. I know that I always enjoyed being able to call you my friend. My childhood was amazing, and a huge reason for that was because of you. He slowly turns to face me.
Thank you. Really means a lot to me.
And I really am sorry, Sayori. She opens her mouth, but I rush onward, wanting to get my words out before I reconsider. I know it might be more natural for me to spend more time with Yuri, but that doesn't mean I should have done so at your expense. I feel really bad, you know. Like I've just thrown away the history we have. That wasn't ever my intention. Please remember that.
Sayori,
Sayara. Sayara. Salsar.
you're so silly. Didn't even think that you threw me away. It's completely normal for you to spend more time with your girlfriend. Besides, you make Yuri happy, and by the looks of it, she makes you feel the same way too, right?
I nod. That's
What I value the most, other people's happiness.
But your happiness is important too, Sayori. But I want you to be happy as well. She laughs and waves off my concern.
You honestly don't have to worry about me.
Oh, I think we have to worry about you, girl.
I'm perfectly happy with the way I am. You're still in my life, you know. I see you every day in school and we get to talk there. Plus for things like Halloween, Christmas, study sessions. We'll get to hang out, right? So please don't feel bad, okay? I'm just grateful we're talking again. Because I'll be honest, I missed you, Salazar. I miss you.
I miss you too, Sayori. She embraces me in a hug. It feels like a little strange, being so heartfelt with a girl who isn't Yuri, but it's nice feeling all the same. Despite the initial novelty of the hug, it very quickly feels very familiar, if not a little nostalgic. Memories come flooding through my mind. Sayori and I biking together through the forest, me buying her an ice cream, us pretending like the floor was lava, hopping from chair to chair in my living room. My mom helping us reconcile after a silly argument we had. We eventually break apart. There's a genuine, warm smile on her face that I find myself returning without even realizing it.
That's what I want to see more of. Less of that self-blame game, you know, okay?
She pouts slightly, causing me to laugh. Sayori isn't assertive, and when she tries to be, it comes across as more endearing than commanding. Hear you loud and clear, soldier.
Good. Now I think it's time for we did some exploring, don't you think?
Lead the way, Columbus. Well, something that never waned over the years is Sayori's fascination with exploring. Even if it's ground we already once traversed, she still acts like it's fabled territory or terrain. I'm not complaining though, her imagination was always something I enjoyed. You know, seeing the wanderlust in your face, it reminds me of when you wanted to be an astronaut when you were younger.
I still think being an astronaut would be really cool, you know. Think of the views, seeing your home planet from the moon.
Still want to be an astronaut?
Well, as fun as it would be, probably not the best idea, given me and physics don't really mix very well.
Yeah, it might be a bad idea. So what do you want to do after school? I don't think I've ever heard you talk about it.
Haven't really given it much thought, to be honest.
But you will be a third year soon.
I know. Don't know, I guess I'll just pick up a subject I enjoy and go from there. Don't really like thinking about the future.
Why not?
Nothing.
Don't think about the rain clouds. Don't think about the rain clouds, girl.
Look where we are.
She points ahead to a clearing. I recognize the place instantly. We've had many a picnic there in the past. Okay, that's a weird angle. Sayori immediately makes a beeline for one of the trees. Once she reaches it, she sits down so that the trunk rests against her back. I follow suit and take a seat next to her.
This is one of my favorite spots in the entire park. So many memories here.
You always liked this spot, didn't you? I remember how excited you were when you first stumbled upon this place. It was like a magical forest for you.
Remember that?
Of course I do. Baby Sayori.
Look at this place, Salazar. It's a magical forest.
Do you think?
Yeah. See the big tree over there? I bet the forest wizard lives in that.
You seem like a really good childhood friend, you know? With all that imagination. A wizard with loads of cool spells.
Yep. Bet he could turn you into a frog. I don't want to be a frog. I want to be a dragon. Let's ask him.
She runs off toward the tree and knocks on the wood when she gets there.
Hi, Mr. Wizard Man. I heard all about your magical spells and stuff. Can you show us? Please?
Ah? No wizard?
No.
That's okay. You still have lots of fun exploring, right? You said it's a magical forest, so I bet we'll find other cool stuff.
Like what?
Like those magical horse thingies. Unicorns. You know, with a horn.
You mean
Unihorn. Unihorns. Yeah, that's the one. Come on, I bet they're here somewhere.
Wait up, wait up. We have to be quick if we want to catch the unicorns. I know. Look at all these mushrooms.
He points to the floor. Funnily enough, there's a bunch of colorful mushroom growing next to a tree. Sayori crouches down next to them. Those are mushrooms, right? She pokes one and giggles.
You think those are magical mushrooms?
Oh, don't eat them. Oh, don't eat the magical magical mushrooms.
Maybe the wizard is growing them.
I don't know.
Mommy told me not to eat things from the floor. Why not?
Because they're dirty and
They might make you sick. And if you get sick, that means we couldn't play together. That'd really suck.
She looks down at them with a sad expression.
Can we at least take them with us? Then we can ask your mommy to wash them so we can eat them.
Well, I think that might be okay. She bends down and plucks them from the ground, carefully putting them in her pockets.
What if these mushrooms let you pick your power? Which one would you pick?
Tough question, it is. Flying would be really fun.
It would. You could fly like a bird whenever you wanted to go. It must be so fun.
She's adorable as a kid.
But what's the word where you like see through? Invisibility. Wow, so how did you know that? Such a big word.
She beams.
I can be smart sometimes. Anyway, that would be a really fun power to have. You could prank a lot of people.
What would you pick? Oh, it'd be really nice if my power let me make everyone smile all the time. She always wants to make other people happy.
Oh, girl. So no one would ever be sad again.
But is that kind of boring?
I guess. I feel really good whenever I make people happy, so I'd choose that. Everyone is happy that way, right? I still think in this thing would be way cooler.
Had so many cool things you thought when you were a kid. Like, yeah, I miss being a kid and being that kind of, don't have to worry about stuff like that. Still remember the look on Mom's face when we told her you almost ate those mushrooms. I've never seen her look so alarmed. Well, yeah, it wasn't smart. Not smart, not really. But that what makes the memory so endearing, That innocence that only come from childhood, exactly. Put both of my hands behind my head and breathe a content sigh. Those days were a lot of fun, weren't they?
They really were.
A comfortable silence falls between us. Both of us are lost in the past, reminiscing about the good times. The silence is occasionally broken when one of us decides to share. Either way, I'm enjoying my time with Sayori.
Thanks for spending time with me today, Salazar. I had a lot of fun.
It's nothing. We should definitely do this more often. Although, with exams coming up, we'll probably have to wait until after they're finished.
I really don't like exam season, but at least this will give me something to look forward to after they're done.
Well, at least with our group study sessions, exams shouldn't be so bad this year, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure I'll be fine. Anyway, I'll catch you later, Salazar.
She gives me a quick hug and heads back inside. Damn, I totally forgot to ask her about the Valentine's. No, don't ask her about it. Don't ask her about it. Then again, did I really need to? It wouldn't really have achieved anything exactly. It would just... No, don't ask her about it. With high spirits, I make my way home. I'm glad I spent the day with Sayori, plus, as Monica said, it's good to spend a little time away from your partner. Looks like I'm learning. Guys, I actually think we're gonna end the video here. Damn it. I think the next video will be the last video. This game is so freakishly long. I don't want to make the videos super long as I did with the last one. I think we're gonna end it here. Moment of truth. The exams. See you in the next part, and that will be the last one. Hopefully. But never ever forget to stay awesome. I'll see you soon. Toodeloo!